Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oregon Trail Park here in Gering, Nebraska, as your Western Nebraska Pioneers get ready to start a little two-game set against the visiting El Paso County Baseball Miracles. Yesterday, the Pioneers played a little exhibition game against the Australia Select Colts. It was quick. It was a good back and forth game, and then the Pioneers were able to break open the game after sending 8 straight guys to the plate without recording an out in the seventh inning against the Australia Select Colts, where they were able to put up 5 runs, went into that inning down 3-2, put up 5 runs in that inning, ended up winning that game 8-5. Today we are back playing some Front Range League baseball, as once again the El Paso County Baseball Miracles have come to town and are ready to take on these Pioneers. These two teams have met before in a series down in Colorado Springs, where the Pioneers swept the series, took all 3 games over the El Paso County Miracles. And today, looking to continue their good fortune against the Miracles are the Pioneers. We're about halfway through this Front Range League season already. Crazy to think about. It feels like I just went on the first road trip of the season, and now we're counting down the days to July, heading out, closing in. We're about a week and a half or so away from the All-Star break, about 2 weeks, give or take, between now and the All-Star break. Should be a fun time when that rolls around, but these two teams, the El Paso County Baseball Miracles taking on the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Pioneers looking to make some ground on the Fort Collins Foxes in that Harvest Division for some home field advantage in the playoffs and some advantages in that sort of aspect. We are just getting started here on the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show. When we come back, talk a little more about what to expect here in this little 2-game set between the Pios and the Miracles. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening Pioneer Baseball here on KNEB. Welcome back to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show, as we are about ready to get things going here at Oregon Trail Park. The El Paso County Baseball Miracles and the Western Nebraska Pioneers getting ready to go head-to-head between here at beautiful Oregon Trail Park. Nearing closer and closer to first pitch, as mentioned. Talk about the 3-game set that the Pioneers played against this team about a week and a half ago. Took the trip down to Colorado Springs, and those games, game 1 was a close matchup with the El Paso County Baseball Miracles scoring 1 run in the first 4 innings, went to the bottom of the 4th, went to the top of the 5th with the Miracle lead at 4-1. Then the Pioneers put up 3 runs in the 5th inning to put the game tied at 1 apiece in the first game of the series back on Tuesday. That would have been June 10th, this game. Then the Pioneers put up 4 runs in the top of the 9th to win 8-5. Game 2, it was all Pioneers as they scored 11 runs in the first 3 innings. Then went back and forth as the Miracles scored runs in the first 5 innings. Scored 4 runs in the 2nd and the 5th. Bunch of runs scored between those 2 teams. Final score ended up being 20-15, and then started out with a close battle, but then the Pioneers laid it on thick in Game 3 and ended up getting out of there in 7 innings with a final score of 15-2 over the Miracles. We are about ready to get things underway when we come back. Final thoughts and kind of what should be the plan of attack for these 2 teams if they want to be successful in this series. You're listening to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show, watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to the Pioneers on KNEB.
Now, fans, would you bring your attention down to the pictures now? Here we will introduce our $4 from the U.S. Postal Service.
All right, everyone, I have a rep from the Postal Service here to draw our first hit. Are you ready? Go ahead. Nice. Thank you guys for coming out.
Attention, Gering, and thank you for participating in the U.S. Postal Service.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. Welcome back to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show. As both teams exchanging lineup cards, we have 3 umpires for this one out here. Usually it's just a 2-man crew working things here in the Front Range League, but 3 of them doing the job here in this series. So definitely a different change of pace here at Oregon Trail Park. Excuse me. The El Paso County Miracles struggling out of the gate. Just 1 win in the 2025 season so far. Pioneers sitting with a record of 10-6. As of course they picked up a win against the Australia Select Colts yesterday, but that game did not count towards their record. Give a little sneak peek behind the lineup. Luis Quintero will be in the lineup today doing the DHing, and I was talking to him earlier today, and I looked at the lineup and said, "Hey, man, you're in the lineup, and you're going to do good." And he told me, like, "Yeah, I hate DHing." Oh, is that right? He said, "Yeah, man, I I would much rather prefer to be out in the field, just out there being active instead of staying in the dugout. You know, there are some of those guys where they just cannot stay in the dugout when they know that they're involved in the game, like Luis is as the designated hitter. There are just some guys who absolutely hate being cooped up in the dugout when they know that they have to stay locked in and they are still involved in this game from the start. So just kind of something. Then I asked him a little more, saying, well, you play a lot of right here. He mainly plays left field at Highland Community College. He'll be attending Milligan University in the fall. But I kind of asked him, said, how did that develop into, you're a left fielder, you're a right fielder here? He prefers playing right field, mainly left field at college. He's actually started out as a catcher, did Luis Quintero, which is interesting. And I kind of said, I asked him, how did that turn into you playing outfield? And he said, well, the school needed outfielders, and I told him I could play outfield. And so he made the switch from catcher to outfield, which is kind of similar to another pioneer, Tanner Lancaster, an old conversation I had with him. He's mainly played infield here, more of a second base, shortstop type of role for the Pioneers. You've seen him play a couple of games over at third, but mainly a second baseman for the Pioneers. And I asked him, are you more of an infielder or an outfielder? And he said, well, in high school I played infield, but my coaches in college said that I'm too fast to be an infielder, and so they made me a corner outfielder. When we come back, we'll have first pitch and lineups coming up next as we break for the anthem. You're listening to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show on KNB and watching over on the Front Range League Network. We'll be back.
What so proudly at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won, were so gallantly and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as we are just about ready to get things underway. As warm-up pitches being thrown, we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup. First, for the visiting El Paso County Baseball Miracles. Leading things off and playing over at first base will be Austin Rees. Jansen Roberts will be batting second. He's over at third. Maddox Stoll in the 3 spot. He's playing center field. Luis De La Cueva batting cleanup and doing the catching. Bryson Martinez will be batting 5th and out in left field. Batting 6th and doing the DHing will be Ethan Steer. Jeremiah Lucero in the 7th spot. He'll be playing shortstop. Eli Jefferson batting 8th and playing second base. And last but not least, in the 9th spot in right field will be Mason Aaron. Man on the mound for your Pioneers will be Daniel Gomez. Gomez out of La Guaira, Venezuela. Plays his college ball at Cochise College down in Douglas, Arizona. Comes into today with a 2.81 ERA. He's thrown in 16 innings. This will be his 5th game, 4th start. 1 win, no losses for him. No save, 1 save. He's given up 9 hits, 9 runs, 5 of those earned. As the first pitch to Austin Rees is up and foul, and we are underway here at Oregon Trail Park. First pitch, 6:36 Mountain Time. And the first pitch temperature, 97 degrees here at first pitch in Gering. With a little bit of wind, too. 0-1 from Gomez. Pass ball, misses high. 1-1 the count. Gomez, here is the kicker for him. 23 strikeouts and only 4 walks given up this season for Gomez. Off the end of the bat, it'll get over the head of the first baseman and fall into right, just off the end of the bat. Austin Rees with a little Texas leaguer, as they like to say, leads the ball game off with a single. Man on first with nobody out, and next to hit for the Miracles will be Jansen Roberts. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count here to Roberts. The Pioneers, as a defense, they have turned 6 double plays. Chance to turn one here. Next pitch, swing and foul. To be honest, didn't even see which direction that ball went. 0-2 the count. It's bright enough to where the ball kind of gets lost, at least up here for me. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Off the end of the bat, foul. That was almost a perfect angle to get up here in the booth. He could see it perfectly flying up over. Still no balls and 2 strikes here to the Miracles' third baseman. Check on the runner at first. He'll dive back safely. Gomez. He has. Runner breaks for second. Pitch is knocked foul. Gomez in his time pitching, he has picked 1 guy off. And he has allowed just 3 stolen bases as a pitcher. Coming into today, guys are hitting a $150 against Daniel Gomez. No balls, 2 strikes. Gomez comes set. 0-2. Up the third base line, it'll get foul. We've been stuck at 0-2 here for a while. No balls, 2 strikes. 5th pitch. Where that missed, I'm not sure, but it misses, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Gomez comes set. Looking down, looking at the runner. Runner breaks for second. Foul ball once again. 1-2 again. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch number 7 coming up here. Next pitch, missed inside, 2-2 now. Bit of a hot one out here. Getting in the high 90s. Was touching 100 earlier today. 2-2. Chopper up the first base line. Foul. Uniform report for the Pioneers. They are in their alternate blacks. Pioneers in white across the chest. Blue numbers. Blue number on the back, blue number on the front, on the lower right corner. On the front of the jersey, trimmed in white, and then a big blue number on the back, also trimmed in white. They are in their home white pants with a red stripe, red socks as well. 2-2 in the air, down the left field line. Foul again, 2-2 again. They are also in their black caps with the red brim and the WN on the front. Two balls, two strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pitch number 10 of the at-bat is on the ground to short. Pickett flipped to second for one. Throw to first is not in time. And there's one gone and a fielder's choice. That Jansen Roberts grounds into here. Next to hit will be Maddox Stoll. First pitch floats into the zone from Gomez. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike. Gomez comes set. One gone here in the top half of inning number 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 the count now. With one out in the inning. After this pitch, we'll give it the defensive alignment for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Gomez comes set, the 0-2. Outside, and it's 1-2. Good fastball, can't get him to chase. Defensively, the Pioneers will look like this. Henry Douglas is in left, Alex Draper manning center, Tyler Antwine out in right field. Kevin Blanco is the third baseman. Mikey Pickett, as he always is the shortstop. Bryce Peterson finds his home at second base. Davis Goodwin is the first baseman. Throw down to second on the steal attempt. Bounces past Peterson. Might have had a chance of getting him out, but it's a stolen base for Jansen Roberts. Man who tried that throw behind the plate is Jake Watson. Two balls, two strikes. Gomez trying to keep the runner from advancing. Swing and a miss, and it's a strikeout for Maddox Stoll. First strikeout of the ball game for Daniel Gomez. Next to hit will be Luis De La Cueva. De La Cueva digging in here. 2 outs and a man on second. First pitch on the corner for a strike, 0-1 the count. De La Cueva doing the catching for the Miracles. Here comes the 0-1. Inside, 1-1 now. Although that was not as inside as it looked to start. It was a nice break on that slider there from Gomez. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Gomez coming set, glance behind him. Checking on the runner at second. Runner bluffs for third. And De La Cueva, about a half-hearted swing attempt that time as he wasn't sure if he wanted to hit it. Counted as a swing anyway. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Daniel Gomez. And that will end the top half of inning number 1. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 1. First chance with the sticks for the Pios. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
I'll let the fan introduce himself. And he's our lucky winner of the lottery ticket today. So he gets 8 tickets right now, and if one of the Pioneers scores a home run over one of the Nebraska lottery he'll get 10 more. Congratulations.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. Pioneers get their first chance with the bats here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Go ahead and give you the starting lineup for Western Nebraska as they will look like this. Offensively, leading things off and playing out in center field will be Alex Draper. Bryce Peterson in the 2 spot. He's playing second. Batting third over at first base is Davis Goodwin. Cleanup hitter for the Pioneers will be Tyler Antwine. Batting fifth and in left field is Henry Douglas. Luis Quintero will be batting fifth. He's doing the DHing today. Or excuse me, he'll be batting sixth. Batting seventh and playing catcher will be Jake Watson. Mikey Pickett batting eighth and playing over at shortstop. Kevin Blanco will be batting ninth in the lineup, playing over at third base. Man on the mound for the Miracles will be Maverick Alcaria. He is out of high school. Discovery Canyon High School is the first pitch to Draper. Misses inside. We are set to go here in the bottom half of the first inning. Again, if you're just joining us, Pioneers left just one runner. Left a Miracle runner stranded over on second base. Looking to answer here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Try to get things started off right. 2-0 the count here to Draper. 2-0 to Draper. Misses outside. 3-0 the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Bryce Peterson waiting on deck here for the Pios. Draper taking all the way here, I imagine. He is. That's in there for a strike. 3-1 the count now. Three and oh the count. Here it comes. 3-1, I should say. Big swing and a chopper foul. Chopper up the third base side. Foul ball. 3-2 the count now. Draper, he's at the top spot of the order for the reason. He's tied for first on the team in walks. He's drawn 8 walks this year. 3-2. Swung on in the air to right. Heading over is the right fielder, Aaron. And he will put it away for the first out of the inning. First out of the inning, and with that, we'll give you the defensive alignment for the El Paso County Miracles. In left field will be Bryson Martinez. Maddox Stahl gets the assignment in center. Right field is Mason Aaron. Jansen Roberts will be the third baseman. Jeremiah Lucero is the shortstop. Eli Jefferson playing second base. Austin Rees is over at first. And Luis De La Cueva will be doing the catching. for the Miracles. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Bryce Peterson off the end of the bat, foul. Peterson coming set here. Alcara delivers the 1-1. Popped up, shallow, now into the infield. Rees coming on, and he finds it. Wins the fight with the sun. And there's the second out of the inning. Two gone in the inning, and next up will be Davis Goodwin. Goodwin, he had a home run in the game back on Sunday against the Noco Prospectors. Waves and miss at the first pitch he sees for a ball. It's 0-1. Breaking ball, 0-1, fouled off. 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of inning number 1. 0-2 goes up and in on Goodwin. He's not swinging at that, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Goodwin trying to battle back here in the count. Here it comes the 1-2. Swung on in the air to right. That'll get down for a hit. Ball corralled by Aaron out there in right. Throw will come in, so a single is all Goodwin is going to get, but that'll open up the door here for Tyler Antwine. Antwine digging in here. Man on first with 2 outs. Big swing and miss to start the at-bat by Antwine. He's down in the count here, 0-1. Definitely setting fastball there to start the at-bat and taking it back after he swings through the slider there. 0-1. Ready for the slider that time as it misses outside. 1-1 now. Ball and a strike here to Tyler Antwine. Taking into the box. First baseman holding Goodwin over at first. Alcaria glances over, comes set. Check on Goodwin. He'll dive back safely. Goodwin, when it comes to stolen bases, 4 steals on 5 tries for Davis Goodwin. Here's the 1-1. Off the end of the bat, foul, and now Antwine finds himself into a 2-strike count. Antwine, like a lot of guys, if he gets to 2 strikes, the at-bat's not necessarily over. You know, guys definitely understand that. Runner breaks for second. Pitch misses. And Goodwin will be into second without a throw. I believe they'll still credit him with a stolen base on that. Yep, they will give Goodwin a stolen base. Stolen base number 5 on the year for Davis Goodwin. Counts evened up here. 2 balls and 2 strikes here, the Fresno State right fielder. 2-2. Down and away, 3-2 now. From 0-2, now 3-2. So from 1-2, I should say, to 3-2. Three-two, 2 outs. Runner on second. Do you send him? No, you don't, as the next pitch bounces to the plate. Ball 4, and it's first and second here with 2 gone, and next to hit will be the ever-dangerous Henry Douglas. Douglas digging in. First pitch to him misses for a ball, 1-0. Douglas, affectionately known as Dougie around here, and I'm sure in just about every place that he's gone. He's from Richland, Washington, and attends Whitworth University. 1-0. Up the first base line, Rees has it, and he will take it himself for the out. Kind of a slow trot there by Rees. Barely beat him by a step on that. That'll end the inning. Pioneers, 1 hit, no runs, 2 left on. We'll go to the top half of inning number 2. On your West Coast scoreboard, it's the Miracles 0, the Pioneers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. One full inning has been played. And we still have yet to find the first run of the ball game. Both teams able to get a hit. Neither team able to score. In the first inning, top half of inning number 2, Bryson Martinez will lead things off for for El Paso County as the first pitch to him misses for a ball, 1-0. One and 0 the count. Next pitch bounces away. 2-0 the count now. Martinez, a little bit of a speedster. He leads the team in triples. He's got 2 of them. Gomez comes set. Big swing and miss. Good fastball there. Martinez saw some high heat. His eyes lit up. Swung right through it. 2 balls and a strike. Two, 1. Swing and a miss. Way to take something off there. Great sequence of pitches there from Daniel Gomez. And the count goes even. Gomez ahead now, 2-2. 2-2. Fastball just missed. 3-1. Did he swing? No, he did not swing. That bat barely left his shoulder. 3-2 the count. Gomez looking to make it 3 straight strikeouts. Got 2 to end the first. 3-2. Outside ball 4, and that will be the leadoff base runner Just the 5th walk that Gomez has surrendered this year. As next to hit will be Ethan Steer. Ethan Steer in his first at-bat here. Still the first time through the order for El Paso County, as the first pitch is a fastball that misses high, 1-0. Pioneers once again falling victim to the slow start. 1-0, misses, 2-0. Can't tell if Gomez thought that was a strike or if he was unhappy with his release on that pitch. But he did seem kind of a little frustrated after that pitch. 2-0. Off the end of the bat, foul. Steer still ahead of the count here. 2 balls and a strike. Two and one. Gomez looking in, trying to get this sign. Runner, standard lead off of first. 2-1, right down the chute. Good fastball. Don't blame Steer for taking in that situation, you know. Better to just watch a pitch go by than to flail at something and turn it into a routine double play. But now he's got a battle here as Gomez has jumped ahead in the count. 2-2. Stayed high, and we're full now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff walk. Steer trying to draw another one here. Payoff pitch, here it comes. Knocked foul down the left field line. Three balls and 2 strikes. Tell you what, this Miracle lineup has been doing a good job of making Gomez work here in these first 2 innings, as the next pitch is a fastball ripped foul right back to the backstop. 3-2 still. As through just 1 inning and some change, Gomez has already thrown 36 pitches. 3-2. Missed for ball 4. Thought that clipped the zone at the knees. Just missed low, apparently. And it's back-to-back walks drawn by the Miracles. Jeremiah Lucero will be the next to hit. Runners on first and second here with nobody out. First pitch fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Miracles as a team this summer. As the next pitch in the air towards left, tracking is Douglas. He finds it, and there's out number 1. Runner tagging for third. Throw will come in. Throw will not be in time. And Martinez will advance, goes from second to third. Runners on the corners now after the fly out. Why are we playing cool? You know, Miracles as a team hitting .221 with runners in scoring position. As the first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Eli Jefferson knocks and pitch foul. He is next to hit here with 1 out here in the top half of inning number 2. Now it's 0-2. 0-2 fastball, slow roller towards second. Flip to first from Peterson is in time. That's just the second out of the inning. And Martinez is in to score. Ground out to second base. Next to hit is Mason Aaron. First pitch to Aaron misses outside for a ball. One 0 to Aaron. Ninth man in the order here for the Miracles as the next pitch catches the outer half for a strike. 1-1 the count now. One ball, one strike here. Gomez trying to work out of this after giving up the one run here. Still no hits in the inning for the Miracles. Next pitch, breaking ball. That breaking ball from Gomez is tough. Starts very inside and then barely misses on the inside part of the plate. Guys move out of the way. It is a ball, but just kind of back a guy off as the next pitch is a fastball that goes up and in on him. 3-1 the count. Hitters count here for Mason Aaron. 3 balls and a strike. Man on second. One man home, 2 outs. Gomez glance back at second. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss, and we're full now, 3-2. Three and two. Gomez comes set, payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Daniel Gomez gets Mason Aaron to go down swinging. Third strikeout for Gomez. Third out of the inning. Miracles get 1. No hits, no errors, and a run home, and a man left on. Bottom half of inning number 2. Coming your way next on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Miracles 1 and the Pioneers nothing. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as Kevin Blanco, or no, it is not Kevin Blanco. It is Luis Quintero going to be the one to lead things off here for the Pioneers. 5, 6, and 7 guys due up. Actually, it's the 6, 7, 8 guys due up for Western Nebraska as the first pitch to Quintero misses for a ball. 1-0 the count. Next pitch to Quintero also misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Quintero readies. Hitters count all the way here. Here it comes. Up and away, 3-0 now. Misses. Ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk drawn by Quintero. Leadoff walk, and next to hit will be Jake Watson. Again, this is a little 2-game set between the Pioneers and the Miracles. These 2 teams will play again tomorrow, and then Pioneers will have a day off on Monday as the first pitch to Watson is an off-speed pitch that floats into the zone for a strike. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1. Next pitch to Watson. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner breaks for second. In the air, left field. That'll get down, and that'll be a fair ball. Quintero rounding second on his way to third. He gets the stop sign, and it's a double for Jake Watson. Jake Watson with the extra base hit. That'll help the slugging percentage, as next to hit will be Mikey Pickett. Brandon Jenkins checks into the game as a courtesy runner. Pickett, back in the doubleheader against Greeley, had 2 RBIs in both games, 4 RBIs in 2 games. Back on Wednesday against Greeley as the first pitch to him misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Pickett chops one up the third base side. It'll get near the Pioneer dugout and foul. One. Swung on, hit on the ground to short. Both runners advancing. Throw to first is in time. And there's the first out of the inning. It's an RBI ground out for Mikey Pickett as one shortstop grounds out to the other. Watson advances to Jake Watson works. Now Brandon Jenkins advances to third. RBI ground out evens up the score here. It's 1-1, one apiece here between the Pios and the Miracles. Kevin Blanco, first pitch swinging off the glove of the shortstop. Jenkins going home. Shortstop slips, and it's an RBI single. Stay hot, Kevin Blanco, and the Pioneers take the lead. It's now 2-1 in favor of Western Nebraska. Another RBI for Kevin Blanco. As the first pitch to Alex Draper is in there for a strike. Blanco heads for second. He's in there. Will they credit him with a stolen base? I don't know. I think they will. No balls and a strike here. It's the next pitch called a strike. 0-1 misses high. 1-1 now. Blanco breaks for third. Pitch misses. No throw, and it's another stolen base for Kevin Blanco. Blanco on the year. That was RBI number 8 for him this season. As a big swing and miss by Alex Draper puts a second strike on the board. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Two and two the count as Maverick Alcaria jumps ahead here. Draper chops one up the line. They'll say it bounced foul first. Two and two still. Two and two. Draper trying to work something to get this next run home. Here it comes from Alcaria. Swung on, hit high, down the right field line, into foul ground goes Rees, and the ball will get out of play at another foul ball. Two and two still the count here. Only one out in the bottom half of inning number 2. Chopper stays fair this time. Pitcher and catcher can't decide who's going to get it. And Alex Draper beats out the infield the 10-foot single for Alex Draper, and another RBI in for Western Nebraska as Alex Draper brings one home. Kevin Blanco in to score. It's now 3-1 in favor of Western Nebraska. They will give Draper the hit. Next to hit, Bryce Peterson. Still only one gone. Check on Draper over at first. He'll dive back safely. When it comes to stolen bases on the year, Alex Draper has 5 stolen bases on 5 tries. First pitch. Almost got a piece of Peterson. Stays inside. It's 1-0. Peterson popped out in the first inning. 1-0 stays high. 2-0 the count now, 2-0. The Pioneers have figured out their identity, and they are sticking to it. Start slow, kind of like, just someone just a predator waiting it out, and then bam. They'll jump on you for one big inning as the next pitch misses. Playing 30. 3-0 the count. In this situation, do you give Peterson the green light? I'd say no. Nothing against Peterson, just love to get more base runners. Peterson does not have the green light. 3-1 the count. Called a strike. You also got to remember in this sort of situation, 3-0 count, the home plate umpire, they're human. Their zones do expand on those types of counts. 3-1 in the air to center. Draper running for second. Ball is going to be put away. Draper sprinting back to first. Ball gets away from the first baseman. Not far enough for Draper to advance. And it's a fly out for Bryce Peterson. 2 outs. Runner on first. Next to hit will be Davis Goodwin. Goodwin, 1 for 1 today. Singled and did not score. Singled and got left at second. His first time up. First pitch to Goodwin. Gets him right on the elbow, and he will be awarded first base. Hey, the elbow guard did something. 2 on, 2 out. Next to hit will be Tyler Antwine. He's no stranger. He's got some pop. Antwine also tied for first in the RBIs. He's got 14 of them this year. Swing and a miss at the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. Antwine, 4 extra base hits. As the next pitch catches the zone for a strike, 0-2 now. 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs. Antwine drew a walk his last time up. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Runner breaks for third. Swung on the ground to short. Shortstop's got it. Throw to first in time. Beat him by a step. And there is the third out of the inning. But the Pioneers do get 3 runs off of 3 hits. 2 men left on. No errors in the inning. We'll go to the top half of inning number 3 on your West Coast scoreboards. The Pios 3 and the Miracles 1. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
And you do the matchup race today. So in the high return starting over here on second, round third is following with Riley. Are you ready? Set. All right, let's become a winner.
All right, thank you, Bill. Wonderful guy. I'd like to thank Pastor Bill for the team.
Top half of inning number 3 set to go. The Pioneers put up 3 runs in the bottom half of inning number 2 as they get the lead back after losing it in the top half of the second. New pitcher on the mound here for Western Nebraska. I don't believe I have a 38 on my roster. Oh, no. There he is. Making his first appearance of 2025, Julian Garcia on the mound here for Western Nebraska. As Austin Reese will lead things off here in the top half of inning number 3. So quick hook for Daniel Gomez as he only goes 2 innings. Next pitch misses, 2 balls and no strikes. Garcia. Causes the next pitch to be chopped foul. Garcia. Where is he? He is down in the count here, 2 balls and a strike. He is from Aurora, Colorado, and attends Western Nebraska Community College. Left-handed pitcher. Two balls, 2 strikes. Worked his way back. Swing and a miss. And there's the first out of the inning. First strikeout for Garcia, excuse me. No, Garza had it right the first time. Next to hit will be Jensen Roberts. First pitch to Roberts, catches the inner corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Interesting quick hook for Gomez as the next pitch is in the air to right. That'll find a gap. It'll get down, and it's a one-out single for Jansen Roberts. One on, one out. Next to hit will be Maddox Stoll. Stoll 0 for 1 today. He drew a walk. He struck out, the opposite of drawing a walk. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. His at-bats, are kind of Jekyll and Hyde. He leads. On one hand, he leads the team in runs driven in. On the other hand, he leads the team in strikeouts. So take what you can get, I guess. 1-0. Swung on and into left field for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Miracles. Puts runners at first and second now with only one out. One gone, two on. The next to hit will be Luis de la Cueva. De La Cueva, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Next pitch at the knees for a called strike. 0-1 here to De La Cueva. Trying to stave off this run by the Miracles. 0-1. Chopper up the third base side. Blanco step on the bag for one. Throw to first. Bounces, but is in time. What a throw from across the diamond. Blanco got the force out at third for the first out and is able to throw it across the diamond for the second out, the third out of the inning. That will do it here in the top half of inning number 3 on your West Coast scoreboards. The Pioneers 3 and the Miracles 1. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
All right, everyone, I'm over here on the side. Are you guys want to see those smiles? I think we already have it.
My name is Martin Dean.
Thank you, Marcus. Congratulations. Back to you, Bill.
I think it's really, I hope to, here's really good and we're talking about probably exactly this slow ender. They were talking about this together, 276 football to the penalty.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. Pioneers looking to add some more runs onto the board. They were able to put 3 up in their last inning. Five, six, 7 guys due up. As next to hit will be Henry Douglas. Douglas grounded out to end the first inning. Look for a little something different here in this at-bat. Maverick Alcaria still out there. First pitch swinging is Douglas. Jefferson's got it. Throw to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. Say, folks, all Front Range League games stream on the Front Range Baseball Network on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube at Front Range Baseball Network. Luis Quintero next to hit. First pitch is in there for a strike right at the knees. It's 0-1. Quintero, official at bat. He had to turn out of the way of the next pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 0-2. Quintero drew a walk to lead off the second. Alcaria comes set. Here's the 0-2. Next pitch bounces to the plate. It's 1-2 now. One ball, two strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll be the second out of the inning as Quintero down on strikes here. First strikeout for Alcaria. Second out of the inning. And next to hit will be Jake Watson. Watson doubled his last time up. First pitch to him on the outer half for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch misses for a ball, 1-1 the count. Maybe a chance for a little two-out magic here for Western Nebraska. Already have the lead. Doesn't hurt to add more as the next pitch is ripped up the third base line, foul. Two outs, nobody on. Pioneers trying to keep from going 3 up, 3 down as the next pitch is also chopped up the third base line. Ball and 2 strikes. One and two. Popped up, shallow right. Aaron and Jefferson taking charge, and it will be Jefferson to put it away for the third out of the inning. No hits, no runs, no errors. 3 up, 3 down go to the Pioneers. We played 3 full on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Pioneers 3 and the Miracles 1. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
And they're doing the taco sauce. We have 4 cylinders over there. They're going to stand over here, toss their tacos into the hoops to see who makes them up. Are you guys ready? Go ahead. Oh, you can get closer. You can get closer. Oh, my God. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Great job.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as we begin the top half of inning number 4 through the first third of the ball game here. As the man to lead things off for El Paso County will be Bryson Martinez. Martinez led off the second inning with a walk, leads off the fourth inning by looking at the first pitch he sees for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count now. Trying to keep runners off base. In the air towards left field. That will not keep him off the base as Bryson Martinez into first with a leadoff single. Next to hit will be Spencer Steer. Steer also drew a walk. A left-on-left matchup here. Next pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Stays outside. 2 balls and no strikes here to the Miracles designated hitter. Outside, 3-0. Three and 0. Garza, let's see if pitcher is taking all the way. Yes, he is. Steer is taking all the way, and that will be a 4-pitch walk. Last time these two guys got on base, a run came in to score for the Miracles. As next to hit will be Jeremiah Lucero. First pitch to Lucero misses for a ball, 1-0. Garza takes a look back at first, 1-0. Outside as that pitch left the hand of Garza a little earlier than he wanted it to, 2-0 the count. Lucero flew out to left, advanced the runner to third his last time up. 2-0. Too low, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Outside, ball 4. First 3 guys get on base here for El Paso County. And with nobody out and the bases loaded, Eli Jefferson will be the next to hit. A 1 fastball, first pitch fastball, I should say, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Garza comes set. Two balls and no strikes. Next pitch finds the zone. 2-1 now. Two and one the count here to Jefferson. Next pitch is a chopper towards the second base side. Flip to the shortstop covering for 1. Throw to first in time. And the Pioneers turn 2. But a run does come in to score as the Pioneers will trade 2 outs for a run. And the lead has been cut in half now. It's 3-2. Four to 6-3 as Mason Aaron will be will be the next to hit. First pitch, the ball, 1-0. Julian Garza still on the mound here in his second inning of work as the next pitch misses down and in for a ball, 2-0. Aaron struck out his last time up. Pop up, shallow right. First baseman's got it. That is Goodwin, and he puts it away for the third out of the inning. Miracles get one off of one hit and no errors. One man left on. Go to the bottom half of inning number 4 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Pioneers 3 and the Miracles 2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Bottom half of inning number 4 set to get going. As it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here for Western Nebraska, but a sneaky 8, 9, and 1. Mikey Pickett will be the one to lead things off, and he is hitting around 400 coming into this. And Kevin Blanco in the 9th spot is the best hitter on the team. Average-wise, that is. First pitch to Pickett misses inside, 1-0. Pickett, he is from Fremont, California. Just finished up his high school. And he is committed to play Division I college baseball at Fresno State University. Next pitch, look out, nearly got a piece of Pickett as he has to spin around and get out of the way of that pitch. Three and 0. Rio outside, ball 4. Pickett draws the 4-pitch walk, and there's a runner on first to lead things off. We just had a final in the college baseball world as the first pitch to Kevin Blanco is at the knees. Blanco didn't think that was a strike. It's 0-1. Just had a final in Game 1 of the Division I Men's College World Series. LSU taking down Coastal Carolina 1-0 as the starter throws a complete game shutout out in Omaha. Oh, and 1 the count here to Blanco. Check on Pickett. He's not running. Now he's running. No, he bluffs for it. Pitch gets behind the catcher. It'll miss for a ball. 1-1 the count. Pickett will advance to second. And it's a ball and a strike now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blanco trying to do some damage as the next pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 the count, and it'll get away from the catcher as well. As Mikey Pickett goes from first to third on a couple of wild pitches. 2-1 the count. Outside, ball 3. Three and 1 the count here to Blanco. Off the end of the bat, foul. 3-2 now. We're full. You have a base open here if you're El Paso County. Nobody out. Top of the order waits. Alex Draper will be next here as Blanco faces a full count. Chopper towards short, coming on to the shortstop. Throw will go to first. Throw will go over the head of the first baseman, and Kevin Blanco will be safe. Call it an E6. Blanco still gets the RBI. As next to hit will be Alex Draper. Draper, 1 for 2 today, singled in the second. Chopper up the first base line, gets right by the glove of the first baseman. Jefferson gloves it, and he will not be able to get a throw off. Tough play, just went right under the glove of Austin Rees. I'd call that a single for what they gave Blanco a single, which, in my opinion, that's a little generous. Now they put an error on the board for that. Bryce Peterson will be the next to hit. I'll give Alex Draper a hit for that. Peterson swinging and a miss, and it's 0-1. Bryce is from Brighton, Colorado. Plays college ball at UC Colorado Springs. Hits one on the ground towards second. Jefferson, step on the bag for 1. Throw to first in time. And it's a double play, and there's 2 gone. Four to 3 in the double play. Next to hit will be Davis Goodwin. Hot one here still sitting around mid 90 degrees here in Gering. As Davis Goodwin digging in here. First pitch swinging is Goodwin. High, deep, left field. Look up, look out, and get out! Davis Goodwin. First pitch swinging into the Legion field. The field that Gering uses for their Legion baseball games. And the Pioneers add on to their lead. It's now 6-2 for Western Nebraska. Third home run of the year for Goodwin. Correction, that's just his second. Second home run for him. As the first pitch to Tyler Antwine is knocked foul. Next pitch to Antwine misses. 1-1 now. One, down and away. 2-1 the count. Hitters count here for Antwine. He is 1 for 2 today. Bro, beautiful breaking ball there from Alcaria. Just an absolute rainbow. 2-2 now. Two. Swing and a miss, and Antwine goes down on strikes to end the inning. Second strikeout for Alcaria, and that's a big one to end the inning. 3 runs off of 2 hits. 3 runs off of 2 hits, 2 runs coming off of the bat of Davis Goodwin as he puts a 2-run shot over the left field fence. We'll take a break. On your West Coast scoreboard, Pioneers 6 and the Miracles 2. You're watching Pioneer Baseball on the Front Range League Network and listening on KNEB. Oh, man. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as we got this half inning started quickly. Swung on, hit in the air. Mason Aaron already puts a ball into left field, and Henry Douglas gets over to put it away. So there's already 1 out here in the bottom half, in the top half of inning number 5. As actually, that was Austin Rees that flew out to left. Next to hit is Jansen Roberts as he waves and misses the next pitch. Gives a wry smile to the home plate umpire. He's down in the count 0-2. Roberts is 1 for 2 today. Fielder's choice and a single. Chopper towards the left side. Pickett's got it. Throw to first is in time. What a throw by Mikey Pickett. Hat came off and everything, and there is 2 gone. Say, folks, summer 2025 is the inaugural season of the Front Range League Collegiate Baseball. Summer wood bat baseball played along the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado and Nebraska. First pitch to Maddox Stoll misses for a ball. Visit FrontRangeLeague.com for schedule, standing, stats, and more. That's FrontRangeLeague.com. Another chance for Pickett out here at short. Throw to first in time. Back-to-back plays for Mikey Pickett to end the inning in a very quick top half of inning number 5 as 3 up, 3 down go the Miracles. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 5. It is the Pioneers 6 and the Miracles 2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Yeah, mine doesn't. Bottom half of the 5th, ready to get going, as it'll be Henry Douglas to lead things off here for Western Nebraska. Douglas is 0 for 2 today, grounded out both times. Next pitch, first pitch to Douglas, misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Douglas, he's leading off in this, but you know what? Worth mentioning, leads the team with average in his batting average with runners in scoring position as he chops one right back to the pitcher. Throw to first from Alcaria is in time, and there is one gone. He's hitting .700 with runners in scoring position. As next to hit will be Luis Quintero. First pitch to Quintero, catches him in the back, and he will be on first here with 1 out in the inning. Man on first, 1 out here, and next to hit will be Jake Watson. Watson, 1 for 2 today, doubled back in the second. Check on Quintero. He is safe. When it comes to stolen bases, Quintero, as Watson gets hit with that pitch as well. Back-to-back batters hit now. As Alcaria, that's the third batter he's hit in this one, all combined. Quintero, when it comes to stolen bases, he has 7 stolen bases on 7 tries. As Tanner Lancaster will come in as the courtesy runner for Jake Watson, as he's going to get a chance to sit in the dugout and shake off that hit by pitch. Wonders of the courtesy runner for the Front Range League. Mikey Pickett will be the next to hit. Look around the Front Range League. Scoreboard updates. As it stands, at least on Game Changer, there's no one playing. Let's check over on the Front Range League Network, see if there's games going on. Of course, this one's going on. Prospectors and the 64s going head-to-head. And it's a good one over there in Boulder. Bottom of the fifth, 7-6. Boulders, the 64s on top of the NoCo Prospectors. That is in the bottom of the fifth. And us and them are the only two games going on. First pitch to Mikey Pickett, misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Just got to come out and calm your guy down here. In that sort of situation, he just plunked the last two guys. Pickett drew a walk his last time up. It was a leadoff walk as the 1-0 pitch misses down and away. 2-0 to him here. Pickett, in his senior year of high school, he hit .378 with a .519 on base percentage, 2 home runs, and 19 driven in. He already has 1 home run here with the Pioneers as the next pitch bounces to the plate. 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count. Rio catches the zone right at the knees for a strike. 3-1. 3-1, only 1 out here. Quintero on second, Tanner Lancaster on first. 3-1, outside, ball 4. And that'll load the bases. And who better than Kevin Blanco next to hit here for Western Nebraska. Second walk that Pickett's drawn in this one as Kevin Blanco. Time called. We'll have a new pitcher in between this break. Second mound visit, so pitcher has to come out. That'll end the day for Maverick Alcaria. As mentioned, gave the 1 scoreboard update. Bottom of the fifth, Prospectors and 64s going head-to-head. 64s on top, 7-6. Also mentioned the first game of the Division I Men's College Baseball World Series. Went final. 1-0 win for LSU over Coastal Carolina. A little bit of a professional look. 3 games going on right now. Top of the 8th, bases loaded for the New York Mets. They already lead it 8-4 on the Phillies. They're hunting for more. Top of the 4th, down in Denver, the Diamondbacks and the Rockies going head-to-head. They're tied at 3 apiece in the top of the 4th. And the last game that's currently ongoing, the Astros and the Angels for your nightcap. Top of the 2nd, tied at 0 aside. Some finals, the Rays hosted the Tigers and took them down 8-3. 9-0 the final score for the Yankees over the Orioles. They had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning in that one and ended up losing it on what some considered a controversial check swing. The previous pitch, it looked like, I believe it was Gary Sanchez, looked like he went around for the Orioles. They called it a ball, and then on the next pitch, he got a hit. Broke up the no-no in the 8th. Brewers took it to the Twins in Minneapolis, winning 9-0. Cardinals taking down the Reds in 11 innings, 6-5 the score there. Cubs over the Mariners, 10-7 in the pros. Blue Jays taking down the White Sox, 7-1. 3-2 for the final score. Giants taking down the Red Sox. Of course, the big trade, the Rafael Devers being traded to the San Francisco Giants, and Rafael Devers hit a home run in that game for the Giants. 3 more finals. Rangers over the Pirates 3-2. Braves over the Marlins 7-0. And the Padres over the Royals 5-1. One more game still yet to get started. Your official nightcap will be the Nationals taking on the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. That's set to start here in just a few minutes. But glad you're listening here and watching some Pioneer baseball. Kevin Blanco up to hit. 1-0 the count to him as the first pitch misses outside. He digs in here with the bases loaded and only one out of the inning. Again, as mentioned, a new pitcher on the mound. We'll get that for you here in just a moment. 1-0 misses down and in. As it appears, that is Jake Watley on the bump here for El Paso County. Kevin Blanco swings at the next pitch he sees, puts it high in the air, and it'll hit off the screen on the first, just above the first base dugout. It'll get foul, and there is 2 balls and a strike. Watley attends Northeastern Junior College. Austin Reeves attends Bishop Sycamore College. 2-1 in the air, left center. Going back on it is Martinez. He puts it away a couple of steps from the track. Runners tagging. No, did he drop it? No, he had some trouble with it. They're going to say everyone's safe. Martinez is trying to say he caught it, saying he lost it on the transfer. Martinez is saying he lost it on the transfer. Umpires say that it's a hit for Blanco. It's going to be an E7, and everyone will be safe. Now here comes the headman for the Miracles, John Byington. Comes out and wanted to said, did he drop it on the catch or did he lose it on the transfer? Official ruling is that he full on dropped the baseball. He did not have it fully in his glove, so it's going to be an E7. And Blanco on first. Everyone advances a base. Another run in for Western Nebraska. The score is now 7-2 as Alex Draper stands in, and the first pitch to him misses outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Second time that Blanco has reached via error today. He's got 3 driven in. 1-0 misses high, and it's 2-0 now. Draper at the top of the lineup for a reason. He is tied for first in walks drawn. I believe I mentioned that earlier, but it's worth mentioning here. Draper in the air towards right center, coming on to the center fielder. That'll get down for a base hit. Runner had to stay at third just to see if he was going to catch it. So everyone's only going to be able to advance one base as Tanner Lancaster comes in to score. But regardless, it's a 3-hit performance for Alex Draper now as he gets an RBI single. The Pioneers extend their lead. It's now 8-2 over the Miracles here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Second RBI single, third single overall for Alex Draper. And next to hit will be Bryce Peterson. First pitch, hard through the hole for a base hit. That'll score 1, maybe 2. Blanco being waved around third on his way home. Throws not even going to go home. And it's a 2-run single for Bryce Peterson. 2 runs home as the Pioneers have now cracked double digits. It's 10-2. Next to hit, Davis Goodwin had a 2-run shot his last time up. Breaking ball, kicks away for the catcher, rolls near the Pioneer dugout. Both runners will advance, and now it's runners on second and third here. 2 runners in scoring position for Davis Goodwin. As a lot happening here. I believe there should only still be 1 out in the inning. Am I mistaken in that? No, there's only 1 out in the inning. Scoreboard shows 2. First pitch, next pitch misses outside. 2-0 the count here to Goodwin. Goodwin, 2 for 3. 2 for 2, I should say. Breaking ball stays high. 3-0 now. You do have a base open here if you're the Miracles. Tyler Antwine be the next to hit. As the 3-0 to Goodwin. Taking all the way, and that misses outside for ball 4. All 9 Pioneers have come to the plate now as Tyler Antwine will be the next to hit. First pitch to Antwine stays high, 1-0 the count. One ball, no strikes. Breaking ball catches Antwine in the back, and it's an RBI hit by pitch. Another run in to score. It's now 11-2. I believe, Mad. Someone running over there. There we go. Fix the scoreboard to just 1 out in the inning. As Henry Douglas, man who got this all started, he started it off with a ground out to the pitcher. Next pitch bounces to the plate. 1-0 the count here to Douglas. One more run that comes in, and we're looking at mercy territory. Next pitch misses outside, 1-0, 2-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes. Ripped by Douglas on the ground. Hot shot snared by Jefferson. Throw to first, bounces and gets away from the first baseman. 2 runs are going to score. Davis gets to second. Douglas, I should say. Douglas gets to second. Antwine advances to third. 2 more runs in to score. It's a 7-run inning for the Pioneers, and they're still going. It's now 13-2. First pitch swinging is Quintero in the air towards the Miracle dugout. It'll bounce off the top of the dugout, and it'll be foul. Quintero, he was hit by a pitch. His first time here in the inning. As this is now the 11th man to come to the plate for Western Nebraska. 1-0. Oh, 1-1, I should say. Pitch misses, 2-0. Nope, it's 1-1. Figure out the count. Ball and a strike here. The extra base hit leader. 1-1. In the air towards left. Going back on it is Stahl. Look up and watch it hit against the wall. 1 run will score. All 3 runs will score. Actually, correction, just 2 guys on the base pass for that hit. As Luis Quintero with another double. 9 runs in to score. 15-2 now in favor of Western Nebraska. And we will see our third pitcher of the inning here for El Paso County, as there's still only one out here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Yeah, other news in other sports. The big one for the UFC fans out there, John Jones announced his retirement today while a UFC event was ongoing. John Jones is going to walk away from the MMA. How about that? New pitcher on the mound here for El Paso County, as it's Evan Iacono on the mound here for the Miracles. He plays a little bit of shortstop as well. He did that when these two teams met down in Colorado Springs. (10, 11, 12). Jake Watson will be the first man to greet him, and he will be the 12th man to come to the plate here for the Pioneers in this bottom half of the 5th. Here comes Watson. Iacono thinks he's well warmed up. Watson was hit by a pitch his first time here in the inning. Breaking ball, nearly got hit with that pitch too. Get your bat down, big man. 1-0. Nearly in danger of having it hit off his bat and be a foul ball. Inside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to the Pioneers' backstop. 2-0. We gonna miss. Can't fault him for taking a whack at that one. 2-1 the count. We're in the bottom half of inning number 5. 9 runs have come in to score. The Pioneers lead at 15-2. Iacono wants a different sign. He likes that one as he comes set. Glance back at the runner at second. Next pitch in the air. Going back on it is Martinez. He went back, now takes a couple of steps in. Martinez puts it away for the second out of the inning. Throw's going to go to third. Quintero running for third as the ball gets away from the third baseman, Roberts. And Quintero advances to third off of that. And next to it will be Mikey Pickett. Pickett is 0 for 1. Drew a walk in the inning. First pitch to Pickett. Breaking ball stays high, 1-0. So 2 gone in the inning. As it took 9 batters to find our first out. This time it takes just 2 to find our next one. As the next pitch misses outside, 2-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes here to the Pioneers shortstop. 2-0 misses inside, 3-0 the count now. Should he get on base? Kevin Blanco would be next. 3-0 down the chute for a strike. Can't blame Pickett for taking all the way there. 3-1 now. Three balls and a strike. Iacono comes set. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Pickett draws his third walk of the ball game. And next to hit is Kevin Blanco. De La Cueva out of the crouch, giving signs to his defense on where he wants them to be here with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Blanco reached via error his last time up. First pitch, ducked out of the way of it. That was high heat coming right after Kevin Blanco. One ball, no strikes. Here it comes. Inside, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. Time called by Kevin Blanco. He had something fly next to him, like some kind of bugs. He kind of stepped out, wiping his face. 2-0 to the Paso third baseman. Has to duck out of the way of that one again. 3-0 now. Blanco takes a swat at something else in front of his face. The bugs are out here in this mid-90 day. It's gotten below 90 now. Down to 89. Feels like 89. 3-0. Did he swing? I don't think it matters, and it's 3-1. I think Blanco felt that was a pitch he probably should have swung at. Probably best that he didn't. He took a while to decide whether or not he wanted to. 3-1. 3-1. Stays high, and that's ball 4. Blanco draws the walk. This is now the 14th man to come to the plate. Alex Draper up to hit for Western Nebraska. First pitch right down the chute, and it's 0-1. Draper already with a 3-hit performance today. 3 for 4, 3 singles. No balls and a strike. Here it comes. Next pitch stays high. Good pitch there from Iacono. Borderline. 1-1 to count. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch to Draper. Ooh, could have taken a whack at that one as it floats into the zone. I'm sure Draper would love to have that one back. It's 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Bounces, and it gets away from the catcher. Everyone will advance, and the Pioneers add more to their lead. as Quintero bounces off of the backstop. 16-2 now. Two balls, two strikes. Now a base open here. Here comes the 2-2. Inside to Draper, and that's ball three. We're full now, 3-2. Draper trying to draw a walk here. Actually, the ball counts 2-2. That pitch misses outside. No, it is ball four. Count was full. They reset the count on the scoreboard and had me guessing myself. Run in to score? No run in to score. It was a wild pitch. That brought the last guy in, 16-2. Bases loaded again here for Western Nebraska as Bryce Peterson will be the next to hit. First pitch to Peterson, in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Sixteenth man to the plate here. Well, the Pioneers get to bat around twice. 0-1. In the air, down the left field line. It'll get foul, 0-2. No balls, two strikes. Here's the next pitch from Peterson. Breaking ball goes up and in on him. 1-2 now. One ball, two strikes. Fastball stays low, and it's 2-2. Actually, it's a full count now. Full count offering. Oh, now it's full count. Gotta stop second guessing myself. Full count opportunity here for Bryce Peterson. All the runners will be running here. Peterson swings and misses at that pitch, and there's the third out of the inning. 10 runs off of 16 batters for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. As on your West Coast scoreboard, it's the Pioneers 16 and the Miracles 2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KADB. Welcome back as we begin the top half of inning number 6. 10 runs came in to score for the Pioneers in the bottom half of inning number 5. As it'll be the middle third of the order due up for El Paso County. De La Cueva is 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded into a double play. He's down to the count 0-1. Julian Garza still out there for Western Nebraska as the next pitch misses inside. 1-1 the count now. One also misses down and in. 2-1 the count. 2-1. Good breaking ball there from Garza. Swing and a miss by De La Cueva as Garza jumps ahead in the count. 2-2. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He'll go to first on the drop third strike. Throw to first from Watson's in time. And there's the first out of the inning. Strikeout and 2-3 on the putout as that's strikeout number 2 on the ball game for Garza. Next to hit now will be Bryson Martinez. First pitch, hot shot towards the left side. It'll get through for a base knock. So Martinez, 1-out base hit, make him 2 for 2 today. Next to hit will be Ethan Steer. First pitch to Steer. Catches the zone at the knees for a strike. 0-1 the count. July 7th and July 8th, the Front Range League All-Star Spectacular at beautiful Oregon Trail Park right here in Gering. Next pitch to Steer misses for a ball. 1-1. The 2-day All-Star Spectacular is presented by Arrowhead Distributing. Good Lord. The 2-day All-Star Spectacular is presented by Arrowhead Distributing. Day 1 will feature a home run derby from one player from each Front Range League team. And day 2 is the All-Star Luncheon as the next pitch from Garza gets away. Counts all the way to 3-1. Runner advances to second. Day 2 is an All-Star Luncheon at the Gering Civic Center and a 6:35 Mountain Time start for the first ever Front Range League All-Star Game, followed by fireworks presented by Culver's Restaurants. For tickets and information, visit frontrange.league.com or wnpioneers.com. Next pitch from Garza misses outside. The 3-1 pitch results in the third walk drawn by Spencer Steer tonight. As we have runners on first and second now with only 1 out. Next to hit will be Jeremiah Lucero. Lucero 0 for 1 as the ball gets away from Watson. He had to play at third, but he couldn't grab onto it, and he's mad at himself for not being able to grab the ball. Frustrating play there for the Pioneers. So runners on second and third now with only 1 out. Next pitch to Lucero, bounces to the plate. Two balls, no strikes. Nope, ball and a strike. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Swung on, hit by Lucero. Line shot caught by Peterson. Pickett not playing close enough to the bag to double up the runner. But a good catch out there at second by Bryce Peterson. And there's 2 gone here in the inning. Next to hit with 2 on and 2 out is Eli Jefferson. He's first pitch swinging on the ground to short. Pickett's got it. Throw to first will bounce, and Goodwin can't pick it. 1 run will score, and another one will score as well. 2 runs in, and it's now 16-4. So an E6 puts Eli Jefferson over at first. As the next to hit will be Mason Aaron, as we're getting a dose of Austin Powers being serenaded with that throughout the ballpark. Old Dr. Evil. First pitch swinging is Steer. Another chance for Pickett. He'll step on the bag at second for the force, and that'll end the inning. 6 unassisted. That'll end the top half of inning number 6. Pioneers looking for a little insurance as we'll go to the bottom half of inning number 6. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. We'll be back. Bottom half of inning number 6 set to get going after 16 batters came to the plate in the home half of the 5th for the Pioneers. I'll see if they can't replicate something like that here in this half of the inning. Appears to be a pinch hitter for the Pioneers. As also a new man on the mound here for El Paso County, Eli Jefferson, called on to pitch here. As, yes, it will be Ashton Pinedo to lead things off. So a pinch hitter as he will replace Goodwin over at first base. First pitch to Pinedo is in there for a strike, 0-1. Pinedo swings at the next pitch he sees. Slow roller on the ground to short. Throw to first will be in time. Good stretch over there at first base by Rees. And there's 1 gone in the inning. First pitch to Brandon Jenkins, another pinch hitter. Swing and a miss at the 1-0. 1-1 the count now to Brandon Jenkins. Jenkins, he is from Henderson, Nevada, little suburb of Las Vegas, and he attends Buena Vista University as the next pitch misses low for a ball. 2-1. He's not the only one here on the Pioneers that attends Buena Vista. Jake Eady and Colson Evans also members of the Buena Vista baseball team as the next pitch to Jenkins misses for a ball. 3-1 the count now here to the pinch hitter as he comes in for Tyler Antwine. Antwine finishes the day 0 for 2. Drew a hit, got a hit by pitch his last plate appearance as Jenkins hits one on the ground to short. Throw is going to get by the first baseman all the way to the first base wall. Slide, headfirst slide by Jenkins. Not in time. Call it an E6, I believe, here. Yeah, there it is. It's an E6 to get Jenkins into second, as next to hit will be Ben Kern. Kern digging in here. First pitch he sees gets him right on the hip, and he will head over to first. Getting ready to tell you about how Ben Kern, well, you know what? I could tell you this right now since it makes more sense since he's on base. Kern is tied for second in the stolen base lead. He has 5 stolen bases for the Pioneers this year. 5 stolen bases on 6 tries. Next to hit for the Pioneers. He was the man of the hour yesterday. Went 4 for 5 and was a home run shy of the cycle. Austin Marlin will be the next to hit. Breaking ball, drops into the zone. Knocked back now, 0-1 the count. Marlin, he is from Beach City, Texas. Attends Paris Junior College in Texas. As the next pitch bounces, both runners will advance. Second and third now for Austin Marlin. A little more information on Paris Junior College. They're known as the Dragons. Is their mascot, of course, located in Paris, Texas. They play at the junior college level, and they are in Region 14 of junior college ball. Next pitch misses inside to Marlin. 2-1 the count now. Next pitch is a strike to Marlin. 2-2 now. Still only 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 6. Glance back at the runner at second. Here's the 2-2. Stays high. Good job behind the plate to keep that from going behind the backstop. And it's full now, 3-2. Waiting on deck is Lauren Binney for the Pioneers. Breaking ball misses inside, and Austin Marlin draws himself a walk. Next to hit will be Lauren Binney. First pitch swinging is Binney as he swings through it. It's 0-1. Binney is from Las Vegas, Nevada, attends Saracoso Community College. Counts even up 1-1. One and one the count. Here it comes. No, Jefferson steps off. Jefferson started out in the field today. He is 0 for 3. As the next pitch misses. 2-1 the count. Started over at second base. Two balls and a strike to Benny. 2-1. Catches the outer half for a strike. Next pitch misses. 3-2. Three and two. As home plate umpire steps out. Jefferson coming set now. Here it comes. Outside, ball 4, and it's an RBI walk for Lauren Binney. Everyone moves up a base, and also Brandon Jenkins comes in to score. RBI walk for Brandon Jenkins, and here's one of the few spots that will not change. Michael Pickett will come in here. As he started the ball game, he will continue it. 1-0 the count. First pitch to him misses. He 0 for 1, drew a couple of walks as that one down the left field line. That'll get down for a base hit. That's going to score a couple of runs. Pickett rounding second, on his way to third. Runner being sent around home. The throw is cut off, and all 3 runners come in to score. A bases clearing double by Mikey Pickett. That's not Easton Babe over there. Who is that sending him home? Can't quite tell. I thought it was Jackson McFarland, but he's coming in to hit right now. He's going to be the next to hit. By the way, the score is up to 20-4. Second time, or actually it's the third time this year the Pioneers have scored 20 runs. Second time against the Miracles. Next pitch to McFarland is in there for a strike. McFarland, he is from Terre Haute, Indiana. Attends St. Xavier University as the next pitch misses low. 2-1 the count. Still trying to figure out who the third base coach is now for the Pioneers. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Can't blame him for swinging at that. 2-1 the count. 2-2. I believe it's Cooper Gorecki as the third base coach now for the Pioneers. Instead of Easton Babe as it normally is. 2-2 here to the power hitting lefty. Looked outside. Actually, probably more low than outside on that pitch. Either way, it's a full count, 3-2. Full count here. Here it comes. Good pitch. Able to fight it off. 3-2 the count. Three balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and there's the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the inning. As next to hit will be Alex Draper. First pitch misses low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes here to Draper. He is coming into this at bat. His next pitch misses for a ball, 2-0. He is 3 for 4. 2-0, down and away, 3-0 now. Three balls, no strikes to Draper. Here it comes. Too high, and it's a 4-pitch walk. And here comes the 9th man to come up to the plate in the inning. As this is also a pinch hitter, Tanner Lancaster will come up to hit. First pitch to Lancaster misses for a ball, 1-0. Lancaster, he is from Castle Rock, Colorado. Plays his college ball at Northwestern Community College in Colorado as the next pitch misses down and away. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes here to the speedy middle infielder. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. 2-1 now. Still a hitter's count for Lancaster. Should just lay down a bunt like he did. You don't want to bunt when you're up 16. Never mind. Next pitch knocked foul. 2-2 the count. Two balls, two strikes. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 2 outs in the inning. 2-2 bounces to the plate. We're full now, 3-2. Another full count opportunity here. As mentioned, all 9 guys have come to the plate here for Western Nebraska. On deck would be the man who got it all started, Ashton Pinedo. He got things started out with a ground out here in the inning. 3-2, Jefferson comes set. Here it comes. Pitch, nearly might have. Not sure if it got a piece of Lancaster. Either way, it is first base for Tanner Lancaster, as Austin Marlin has to run out to first to get his elbow guard back from Coach Mike Babe, as he's getting about every accessory back from everyone. They officially rule it as a hit by pitch. Either way, whether it hit him, it was still ball 4, so he'd been on first anyway. Next to hit is the man that got it all started, Ashton Pinedo. Pinedo, he is from Broomfield, Colorado. And he attends St. Bonaventure University. St. Bonaventure. First pitch to Pinedo misses. St. Bonaventure, they are located in St. Bonaventure, New York. They are known as the Bonnies. Play Division I baseball in the Atlantic 10 Conference as Pinedo puts a charge into one. Down the left field line. That'll score a couple of runs. Pinedo rounding first, on his way to second. The throw in will find the shortstop, and it's a 2-run double for Ashton Pinedo. The Pioneers extend their lead. It's now 22-4. I have to go back and check, but I believe this is the most runs I've seen one team score in person. The previous highest was 20. Once from the team that I worked for previous, and then already twice this year by the Pioneers. First pitch to Brandon Jenkins, misses for a ball, 1-0. He got a base after an error as time called here by the catcher De La Cueva. I think he had some bugs fly into his face, so he's got to take off the mask, get everything situated. Nope, not quite the most runs I've seen in person. The team I worked for previous, they scored 26 runs in a game one time. Getting close. Well, they did, but that league, they play a full 9 innings no matter what. Here, there's a mercy rule. As if you're up 10 after 7, the game's over. Next pitch bounces to the plate. 2-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes here to Brandon Jenkins. As mentioned, he got this all started off after a ground out by Pinedo to start the inning. He got it all kicked off after an error. Ended up with him on base. 3-0 the count. Should he get on base, Ben Kern would be the next to hit. 3-0. Jenkins taking all the way, and that misses low, ball 4. So another walk drawn here by the Pioneers. As next to hit will be Ben Kern. First pitch to him. Floats into the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Kern, he is from Baldwin, Missouri. He attends William Woods University as the next pitch bounces. 1-1 now. He attends William Woods University. They are known as the Owls, located in Fulton, Missouri, as another pitch bounces to the plate. 2-1. Located in Fulton, Missouri, they play NAIA ball and were eliminated. Double check on that. Were eliminated in the conference tournament. 2-1. Finds the zone right at the knees of Kern for a strike. 2-2 now. Two balls, two strikes. Bases loaded here with 2 gone. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. Foul. Good breaking ball there from Jefferson as Kern just kind of had to sit back on it and let it come to him. 2-2. Ripped up the third base side. It'll get through for a hit, and that'll score 1 run as Pioneers will just play station to station, but it's an RBI single for Ben Kern. It's now 23-4. Next to hit will be Austin Marlin. He's first pitch swinging, chop it foul. Marlin quickly down in the count here, 0-1. 0-1 breaker stays high, 1-1 now. Seven runs have come in to score here in the bottom half of inning number 6 for the Pioneers. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes from Jefferson. Popped it up. De La Cueva tracking, and he puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. Let's see here. 1, 10, 11, 12, 13 batters coming to the plate for Western Nebraska here in this inning. 7 runs come in to score. As on your West Coast scoreboard, it's the Pioneers 23 and the Miracles 4. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. My God. Back here at Oregon Trail Park. Last chance here for the Miracles, unless they somehow score 10 runs here in this inning. The Pioneers will be able to pick up a win here in this one. As Gabe Wetzel will be the one that is tasked with picking up these final 3 outs. First pitch swinging is Ethan Steer as he pops one into shallow right. Lancaster will go back, and there's the first out of the inning. And actually, correction. It was Austin Reeves that put it away. That was the first batter. Jansen Roberts will be the next to hit as the next pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch is hit in the air to center. Going back on it is Draper. He's looking for it. He finds it, and quickly now there's 2 outs in the inning. First 2 men down in order. Next to hit will be Maddox Stoll. Stoll 0 for 3 today. Nope. 1 for 3 as the first pitch to him is a strike. 1 for 3. He singled back in the 3rd. 0-1 from Wetzel. Swung on, hit back foul. Wetzel, he's been blowing through this inning so quick. He's been getting through this inning so quickly, I can't even really tell you much about him. He is from West Valley City, Utah, and attends Saracoso Community College. 0-2. Outside. No, come on. 3rd strike, and that'll end the ball game. Pioneers win it in 9 innings as they run rule the El Paso County Baseball Miracles, as the Pioneers will improve to 11-6 on the year. That's a winner here in Oregon Trail Park. When we come back, it'll be the Runza postgame show, and we'll break down exactly how we got to the final result that we did. When we come back, it'll be the Runza postgame show. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball at KNEB. Player of the game. Ooh, it's Davis. To give you guys a sneak peek over on the YouTube stream, radio side can't hear me. Davis Goodwin will be the player of the game. Davis Goodwin. Welcome to the Runs post-game show as the Western Nebraska Pioneers take down the El Paso County Baseball Miracles by a score of 23-4. Pioneers improve to 11-6 on the year. As we're going to talk about how we got there, it was actually a quick start for the Miracles as they got on the board first. A couple of walks drawn in the second inning, brought a run home after a couple of groundouts and a fly ball, brought a run home in the top half of inning number 3. Then, in the top half of inning number 2, Pioneers answered in the bottom of the second with... Pioneers answered, and you know what? We're going to go ahead and audible here and go straight to the player of the game interview. The player of the game, the man from Bakersfield, California, Davis Goodwin. Going to have you put on that headset there, Davis. Get all this out of your way. As Davis, what a game for you, man.
Yeah, it was good. Just people setting me up for good at bats and then just taking advantage.
So 2 for 2 on the day, got hit by a pitch, and then also drew a walk. I know you kind of had a slow start to the 2025 season here in Gering. Just kind of, you know, when you're going through it, when you're going through that slump to start the season, what are you telling yourself in your mind to kind of just keep your mind right?
It was honestly just get back to the basics. Don't try to do too much. Just really work. Stay through the almost said football. Stay through the baseball, and then just get back to your swing. Don't try to do too much. Just really let the hands work and be on time. And I feel like that was my biggest problem, not being on time, not seeing a lot of pitching throughout the year. And I feel like I've got my timing back down, and I feel like it's going up from here. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you had a home run in the one of the games in the doubleheader against Greeley, and now you got a home run here today. What was your plan of attack going into that at bat? Kind of what pitch were you focusing on? Did you get that pitch, or was it just a pitch that ended up in the zone and you kind of just reacted to it, or did you get a pitch that you were expecting?
honestly, I've been pulling my head off a lot because smaller field trying to hit a home run, but I need to stop, and I keep my head down and work the opposite gap, and then it just happened to be a fastball down the middle, and I just turned on it.
So, kind of take me through your day. You know you're in the lineup, kind of just what do you do in the day to mentally prepare yourself to just kind of prepare for a baseball game in a day?
It honestly just starts when I get to the field. Back in college, back at CSUB, we do late round, even round, work up the middle, then plus round. I kind of still do the same thing. Just get loose on the backside, then try to hit the ball off the batter's eye, then try to lose a couple.
Is this your first year playing summer ball?
Yes, it is.
What are some differences that you have noticed in sort of kind of the practices and how the team kind of interacts with one another out there on the field? What are some differences that you've noticed between your road runners at Cal State and here with the Pioneers?
It's honestly the same. We all kind of just clicked. Everyone's a big family here. I love it here. I mean, the only difference I would be is playing every day. It's kind of tough, but just recover, and it's not that big of a difference. Just everyone clicked really well as a team, and I love the guys. So
Davis, final question for you, and I'll let you go. So, you're a first baseman mainly here with the Pioneers. My final question for you is: would you rather hit the walk-off home run to end the ball game, or would you rather make a great defensive stop on a hard hit ball in order to win the ball game?
I feel like the home run. I feel like everyone gets more excited on a walk-off home run. Everyone around the home plate, everyone just going crazy in the stands, and then I just feel like getting to watch that around the bases, a little soak it in a little bit more than dive and play.
I feel like that's probably going to be a common answer with a lot of
Yeah.
people. And one final quick question: is this the most runs that you've seen one of your teams score?
It's definitely up there. I think we put up a couple. We put up a couple 20 bombs last year at CSUB, but
Okay.
it was a lot of fun. I mean, I'd rather be on this side than the other side.
Exactly. There you have it. Your player of the game, 2 for 2 with a 2-run shot from Bakersfield, California, Davis Goen. Hey, Davis, great game today. And you know what? Let's do it all over again tomorrow.
Heck yeah! Thank you for having me.
That is your player of the game interview, Davis Goodwin. When we come back, we'll continue the Runza post-game show here on the Front Range League Network and also on KNEB. We'll go ahead and take a break. You're listening to the Runza post-game show on KNEB. We'll see you.
Whoops.
Welcome back to the Runza post-game show. The Pioneers take down the El Paso County Baseball Miracles by a score of 23-4. Let's go ahead and get back into where we were, where we left off before Davis Goodwin, the player of the game, came up here to chat with us. The Pioneers had a 3-1 lead going into the fourth inning. Then the Miracles were able to get another run after a couple of a couple of wild pitches, a double play. Eli Jefferson grounded into, resulted in another run coming home. Then they were able to get halfway between 0 and the Pioneers as the score moved to 4-2. Actually, they brought it within a run. Score moved to 3-2 in the top half of inning number 4, and then in the bottom half of the fourth inning, it started out with a walk from Mikey Pickett. Kevin Blanco reached base via an error in the fourth inning. That also brought in a run. Alex Draper singled. Then Bryce Peterson would ground into a double play. Then Davis Goodwin, who you just heard in the previous break in the interview, would hit a 2-run home run to add on to the Pioneer lead, 6-2 going into the top half of inning number 5. Pioneers would hold the Miracles scoreless as they went 1-2-3 in the fifth inning, and then the onslaught came by the Pioneers. 10 runs in the inning, and it was all walks and hit by pitches and singles. No extra base hits. I believe there might have been one extra base hit in that entire inning. 10 runs into score in the bottom half of inning number 5. Put the score at 16-2. Miracles were able to get a couple of runs in the top half of inning number 6 as a two-run error by Eli Jefferson got on base after an error, brought 2 runners home, and then more came from Western Nebraska as they put up 7 in the bottom half of inning number 6 to get to the final score. And then in the top half of inning number 7, Gabe Wetzel fanned the 3 batters to set them down in order to get your final score of 23-4. When we come back, look over the schedule for these two teams and kind of what to expect here in the future between these two squads. You're listening to the Runza postgame show, watching it over on the Front Range League Network and listening to it on KNEB. We'll be back. Game ended so quickly, my phone isn't even fully charged. It's 97, but still. Yeah, that's what I do during the game. Although I don't think I plugged it in until the second inning. So. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I just bring my own charger. Ugh. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as we'll give you a look at first some results in today in the Front Range League. Of course, the Pioneers taking down the Miracles 23-4 run ruling. The Baseball Miracles also had another run rule out in Boulder. The Boulder 64s run rule. The NoCo Prospectors final score there, football score 17-7. Nope, not quite. 16-6. Correction on that. Look at the schedule. What's coming up here in the Front Range League as tomorrow, Sunday, June 22nd. 2 games going on at 1:35. We'll be back on the air. El Paso County and Western Nebraska finishing out their little 2-game set, and then Boulder on the road heading to Fort Collins to take on the 64s on Monday. All but 2 teams active in the Front Range League, that being Western Nebraska and Boulder, as the Baseball Miracles take a trip down to Pueblo to take on the Collegians. The Foxes head to Arvada to take on Diamond Club, and the Miracles and the Collegians actually playing in a doubleheader on Monday. Then on Tuesday, a doubleheader between the Prospectors and the Grays, and then the Pioneers and the 64s, kicking off a little 2-game set. A little more on the look for the Pioneers. They will have a road trip where they play 2 games against the 64s on the 24th and the 25th. Then they're right back in Colorado Springs taking on the Miracles on the 26th. Turn right back around and play the Diamond Club Collegians on the 27th here in Gering. On the 28th, they will play the Greeley Grays, and on the 29th, they will also play the Grays in June, and that will round out the month of June for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. There's a look ahead on what to expect on the scoreboard here on the schedule for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Once again, the Pioneers improved to 11-6 on the year as they defeat the Miracles by a score of 23-4. I want to thank everyone on behalf of Chuck Heeman and Myra Heeman and everyone else involved with the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Want to give a thank you on behalf of KNEB. Thank you all for listening there. Want to give a shout out to Thad Anderson, the Director of Broadcasting in the Front Range League, and also everyone else who works to put all these games on and available on YouTube for everyone to watch on the Front Range League Network. Once again, this is Logan Hunter, your final score today. Pioneers 23, Miracles 4. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. We'll do it all over again tomorrow afternoon. Thank you all, and we will see you all tomorrow. This has been Pioneer Baseball on the Front Range League Network and on KNEB.